Alrighty, so that was kind of emotional, but at the same time, it was fun. Let's continue on with the show. And if I'm not mistaken, we have another conversation with another ecstatic guest, right?
Yeah, of course. Should we repeat the question of today, or?
You think so? Sure, why not? One day with Sam and Oza, we're sitting, we have a show. Funny story. So we were sitting, right? And it was English Club or something. And I promise you, like every 5 minutes, we repeated the riddle of the day. But it had a really good result because at the end, we had like 14, 15 phone calls.
Wow.
During that entire time. But I mean, today is also a Wednesday, everybody's gonna sleep. It was a Sunday that day, you know, but still. But anyways, yeah, let's repeat the riddle of the day. I touch your face, I'm in your words, I'm a lack of space, and I'm beloved by birds. Don't have it in space, we can't live without it on Earth, and it's on the periodic table. So yeah, think about it.
It's really easy question and to find. If it's not possible to find, you can Google it. But anyway, please call us and give your comments or some answer for the question of the day. And in order to contact with us easily, I'm going to repeat our phone numbers. Pay attention because it's not repeated a second time. The first one is 712-141765 and the next number is 712-141767. And right now we will continue again the mesmerizing conversation with another foreign guest, and we will invite him, who is Mohamed Rifky.
Great. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, of course.
Hey brother, how you doing? All right, feeling great.
Hello.
Please take a seat, make yourself feel at home.
Yes.
Okay, so to start off the conversation real quick, could you give us a quick brief introduction of who you are?
Yes, I'm Mohamed Rifky from Sri Lanka. I'm a university teacher from Sri Lanka. And also I'm now at Toshkent Institute of Chemical Technology and doing a PhD in food technology.
Ah, are you doing a PhD here?
Yes.
Really?
And
That's
also
unexpected.
I'm an advocate from Sri Lanka.
Wow, very cool, very cool. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, I'll be honest with you. You're a guy full of information. So first of all, what motivated you to come to Uzbekistan from your home country?
Yes, normally I studied in China. During that time, the COVID-19 was the problem, so I came back to Sri Lanka. In the university, there was a professor from Uzbekistan called Professor Sanadi Marjun. So he invited me here to do the PhD again, so I just came here.
Very cool, very nice, great.
Yeah, of course. How do you find the experience of living and working in Uzbekistan compared to
it's
your
fantastic,
home country?
actually. I like this country and the people are very interesting and very helpful. So I like this country and I invite all the foreigners to do PhD in Uzbekistan. And also I invited another friend from my country here to do PhD also.
Great, very cool, thank you. Did you experience a culture shock when you came to Uzbekistan, or was it?
Not much really, because I'm also a Muslim, so when I came here and identified with the cultures and everything was very nice.
Great.
And it's adaptable for everyone.
Amazing, glad to hear that, very cool.
Where did you study your master's degree or other?
Yes, my master's degree in Sri Lanka. The name of the university is University of Paradeniya. So it is one of the top university in Sri Lanka and also world ranking. It's around 1,000 nearby.
Great.
Yes.
Sri Lanka, could you describe me its geographical location? What's its neighboring?
Yes, it is the down part of the India. So it's an island where we produce world #1 tea coming from Sri Lanka. Really? So you know that Akbar, like Ahmed, everything coming from Sri Lanka.
Ahmed?
Really?
Yes. Ahmed tea?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Great. I thought it was an island, but I wasn't sure, so
it's
that's
an
why
island,
I
yes.
asked you. Gotcha.
So you can find, it's a very nice island, and also you can have some whale watching, elephants and everything.
Really?
So a lot of tourists come here.
Wow.
Great.
Sri Lanka.
Uzbekistan is the second foreign country for yourself, or
No,
have you
I went to China. I went to
Yeah.
China for my PhD. Actually, due to COVID-19, I already informed you. And this is my second country.
Very cool. So, we didn't speak about, you said, if I'm not mistaken, you're a professor.
Yes,
correct?
after this I will be a professor in Sri Lanka.
Yes. Got you. Are you working right now? Do you have an occupation right now, or are you
Yes,
just?
I'm in Toshkent Institute of Chemical Technology.
Got
Yes,
you.
working in the food technology department.
And what was the motive? What was that incentive that made
Yes,
you work
actually,
in this field?
I'm doing lessons in English language, but the university provides some assistant for the students to provide translators from the English language department. So they provide so that the student understand very well. And they said that, Sri Lankan education system is also different. So once I come here and teach, they like it very much.
Great. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Of course.
Can you share this unique strategies or methods in
Yes,
educational system in Sri Lanka?
Yes, Sri Lanka is having an education system. We have only grant student. We don't have contract student. So university, the government providing some competitive examination to select for the universities. So if you are a university student in Sri Lanka, people respect you very well.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Very good. Very cool.
Only the selected ones will be
Will
students.
be selected. Others, they cannot. We have to go for some vocational training. We don't have much private universities because government restrict them.
Wow. Wow.
What is your opinion about this rule?
Yeah, I like, if somebody wants to study, then we have to provide the opportunity for them to study rather than restricting. But, there are some policies, the government, we don't know why they are restricting, maybe some problems, I don't know.
Yeah, it's already not our
Yes.
pot of tea. Have you had any interesting or memorable experiences since arriving in Uzbekistan?
Yes, it's interesting because once I came to Uzbekistan, people respected me very well.
Great.
That's why I said already that I like Uzbekistan people very much because they are very respectful and responsive.
Great.
They respect the foreigners very well.
I'm glad to hear that.
Can you tell us one of the most admired thing in Uzbekistan in terms of food or culture?
Yes, I went to so many places like Navangan, where the flowers and everything, and I visited Chimpan, the mountain.
Very good.
Yes, and
Very
also Jiza, Zamin. So it was very nice. But when I went to Zamin and the Chimgan, I feel like Sri Lanka, there are so many green areas. Yes. So you have 4 types of climates, but in Sri Lanka we have one climate.
Only
every day it will be like 28 to 30 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
So we don't have snowfalls, so I experienced the snowfall here.
Very great.
Yes.
Very cool. Amazing. So besides that, now, to be honest with you, I get really interested when I meet a foreigner, because how many languages do you know, for example?
Yes, my mother tongue is Tamil, but in Sri Lanka we have 2 languages. One is Tamil language and Sinhala language, because 80% of the Sri Lankans are Buddhist, so they are speaking Sinhala language. So I can speak both language and English, and I can read the Arabic language also.
Very cool.
And
Wow.
I know little Chinese when I was in China, because I studied Chinese language. And I got 6 points in Chinese language.
Very cool.
So now I can speak for about 30% Uzbek too.
30% Uzbek?
Yes, I can understand 50% and 30% I can speak.
That's very cool.
Yes.
You can buy or anything?
Yes, I can buy and I can bargain from the shops.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How's your everyday life in Uzbekistan? How do you get around?
It's very nice because, I have another friend from my country. So we just go there, and we have some English teachers from Sri Lanka also. They are teaching in the schools.
And they help you.
Yes.
Did you ever need to use a translator app?
No, I never use translator.
Really?
Yes.
Great. Do you think Uzbeks know English here? Like on the
Yeah.
streets, do they know a little?
Uzbek is very easy, I think.
Great.
Easy to understand and easy to learn.
Great. Very.
Great. What inspired you to pursue a career in academia?
Yes, when I was in my undergraduate level, the teachers and the lecturers who taught me, gave some impression to become a lecturer in the future. So I tried so hard to become a lecturer, because in Sri Lanka to become a lecturer is very hard actually. So we need to get top marks to become a lecturer in the university. So I worked hard and I got this position, and finally I thought to finish my PhD, and I finished it actually. So I'm so happy.
Great, very cool.
Have you had any interesting or memorable experiences since arriving in Uzbekistan?
We spoke about that.
Yes, I already answered.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay, yeah, it's memorable. Yeah, it's memorable because I arrived here around morning 2 o'clock. So my professor came there and picked up me. He's from Kaskadaria. So he drive long distance and pick up me. So it was interesting actually.
Great.
Like you said, exciting.
Very cool. So let's talk about your childhood for a little bit. Talk about your history. Did you have a great childhood when you were little in Sri Lanka? Because if I'm not mistaken, you grew up in Sri Lanka, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how was your childhood? What are some interesting things that you would do on a daily basis?
Yes. When I was child, my father looked after me very well. So
Great.
Whatever the things I need, he provided me. So every time he said, you have to be a good person in the future. So I feel that the parents' will is we have to get the wish from the parents, then only we can be a good person in the world. Then only people recognize us, right? Then I feel that we have to get the well-wish from the parents.
Got you. Very cool. So what are some daily hobbies or interests that you engage in nowadays?
Yes, normally, my hobby is to writing scientific articles. So we are publishing so much of scientific articles in the name of our institute and also my professors and everyone. So it increased the rating of the universities. So scientific articles is my hobby nowadays.
Very cool. Got
Scientific articles.
Yes.
And in that case, can you share with us your latest research publications?
Yes, I have 18 articles in the Scopus Index, so you can see from my profile, Mohamed Rifky is my Scopus profile. So every month we are publishing one articles so that it will increase the ranking of the university and also my Sri Lankan university too. So I am the 6th person who is in the top ranking in my Sri Lankan university.
Wow.
Yes.
Very
Great
cool.
honor.
Yes.
Wow, great honor. Yeah, for sure. So, in your time in Uzbekistan, what do you think your next 5 years is going to look like?
In Uzbekistan or for me?
For you, let's say for you.
After finish my PhD, my plan is to become a professor
Here.
Here and also in
And
Sri
also
Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Because I'm a university teacher, the university gave me a study leave to obtain my PhD, and I have to go there and work.
You got to go back, right?
Yes, because we have a contract between the university and here.
When you go to Sri Lanka, you're probably like a king, huh? Walking through the doors.
Exactly.
Great, very cool.
As becoming a professor in the future as well, what kind of problems do you want to give the exact solution from your own way?
We have so much of problems in the food productions actually. We have to think innovatively rather than thinking about the traditional ways of producing food product. So we are in the process of developing innovative technologies to produce the food which can provide rapid outcome rather than having long-term outcome. We are trying to provide the rapid solution for the public to get the nutrients and everything within shorter period of time.
What's the difference between a rapid outcome and a long-term outcome?
A rapid outcome in the sense, if you have a problems of, for example, one mineral, so we can directly provide the mineral for the people so that they can absorb it very well and they will cure it. So for example, in terms of long term, so if you need minerals, we are providing some substance, we have to digest it, and after that, that will absorb, so it takes more time. So the English medicine is like that. So we give the rapid outcome for the people. So there are some traditional medicine like indigenous medicine that will take long time to cure. But English medicine provides very fast outcome.
Got you.
Yes. Like that, we are providing food for the public, but they can gain the nutrition very faster than long term.
Along with this, have you done any projects or experiments?
Yes, I have done experiment. I have produced a yogurt with functional ingredients. You know, in Uzbekistan, you are using some cumin like spices. But rather than using the spices, because if you need spice, you have to export. You have to import from other country.
Yeah.
Rather than importing a bulk load of spices, we are extracting the oil from the spices, and we import only the oil, so that we can put it into the product, so that it will reduce the foreign currency exchange, so that the bulk amount also, so that you can inject into the food product. So when you consume it, you will get it rapidly.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
I got you. Very cool. Great.
Of course. And in that case, can you share us your teaching philosophy?
Yes, my teaching philosophy is normally I teach only with the marker and board. I'm not using
Traditional.
presentation. Yes, it's not traditional. I try to explain them with examples rather than just reading some notes or something. I just give them some examples. This is what I'm going to teach, like that. So before I teach, I will tell what I am going to do. For about 5 minutes, I will explain them. Today lesson is this. After finish the lesson, I will tell, after completed my lesson, you have to learn these things. Then for about 1.5 hours, I asked them, have you got this information? They said, yes. Then my problem is over now. So likewise, before teaching, we have to inform them what we are going to teach and why we are going to teach this. Then after the lesson, if they got it, then that is our problem. That is our target.
Got you.
Yes.
And what's something that's challenging with students nowadays, as from a professor's point of view?
Yes, students, they try to learn, but the problem is, we have to focus the students to learn instead of using some other materials during the lessons, like they can use some telephones or something like that during the lesson. But I'm not saying that it is not good, but if you want to be a good learner, you have to focus on your lesson rather than focusing on other things.
Yeah, of course. And sorry to interrupt you, cut you off real quick. Got a phone call. We're going to answer it, talk with the viewers, and we'll get back to the conversation. So.
Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Amazing. If I'm not mistaken, you are Mr. Aziz Vic?
Yes, of course. I'm Uzbek.
Great. Do you have an answer?
Yes, my answer is, I think, air.
Air. Phenomenal.
Yes.
Great option.
This guy calls every single show, huh? Very cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very good. So, brother, thank you for the answer. You know how things work. We can't tell you if your answer is correct right now, but we'll definitely tell you if your answer is correct at the end of the program. So you're going to have to watch it and, watch it with eager.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much and
Have a
have
great
a
day.
wonderful.
Coming to the Namangan Sushi Flowers Festival.
Okay.
Great.
Something
Thank you very much.
It begins 19th May.
19th May. The Flowers Festival, you mean that?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much for the invitation. We will go.
Thank you for
We will
conversation.
try to.
Okay. See you later, buddy. Have a great day.
Why?
Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about
words.
you and the relationship with your students, right?
Yes.
So, what is your strategy when somebody doesn't do homework? And let's say you've explained it already so many times.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Actually, if I provide an homework, they have to do it. But if they didn't do, actually, I cannot force them to do. But, that's why I'm not giving homework.
Good technique.
Yes, it's not a good technique, but during the lesson, I just call them to the board and try to do some small calculations there, so that they will be active in the lessons, right? So
Got you.
then I feel that rather than providing the homeworks, I just give some exercises, but not in the notebook. I call them to the board and give the pen to write the answers, so that they don't know which person I will call again next. So everybody is ready to provide answers, so that they will ask from the other student, what is the question, like that. So I just make them to work hard.
Very cool. Good technique. Right. Amazing.
Have you worked or experienced yourself as a teacher or professor? No, not professor,
Yes.
the teacher, or
Yes.
other some sector of the field in Sri Lanka or governmental?
Yes.
sphere or public sector?
Earlier I worked in so many companies like chicken production companies, milk processing companies, and also fish production companies. So finally I came to the lecturer position. After my bachelor degree, I got this position after 7 years. So 7 years I was at the industry. Yes.
Wow. Very cool.
So that industry experience provide much opportunities for my bachelor students to go provide them like industrial exposures and everything, because within 1 minute I can call them and send the students for the training or something. So it was very nice.
Great.
In that case, you work at, as you mentioned, industrial section of the Sri Lanka, and
Yes.
there's in the export or import.
It's a
systems of-
multinational company producing chickens, sausages, like that. So it's not importing, but we have companies in Singapore, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka. So I got the job. My boss was a Chinese person.
What do you think? Which countries have much more potential for this section?
Yes, every country, because when I come to Uzbekistan, I found that meat industry is perfect.
Dude,
so
yeah,
when
of
I
course.
visit Kaskadaria region,
Yeah.
a lot of people consuming meat.
Yeah, we're meat
so we
lovers.
have so many opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
We have some traditional ways of producing meat products like tandoor or something like that.
That's the most
So it
popular.
was- yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it too.
So, sir, to wrap up the conversation real quick, could you give us one recommendation to the students who would like to be successful and something that they should pay more of their attention to in order to be someone successful?
Yes, I give all the students to study your bachelor's very well and get the English language certificate. So if you get the English language certificate, you can go to other country and obtain the master degree rather than studying in the local. So if you get some foreign exposure, definitely will bring the newest technology from other country to your country, so that it will be helpful for your country to develop further. So my advice is get the certificate and apply for the foreign master or PhD and go there, obtain the technology and bring it to Uzbekistan. You have to come back to Uzbekistan and use this technology to produce food product or something which can improve your country. That will be fine.
Got you. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the
Okay.
show, sir.
Thank you.
A
You're
wonderful time
welcome.
with you.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you.
See you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on. So, keep watching because it's going to get even more interesting.
Of course, keep following us.